Following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
The Brazilian versus the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, that's what we're here for tonight. But this isn't no ordinary game. This is the Tuna Region finale to control the cards in the Tuna Region. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of the Tuna Region in the Tide 32. And boy, oh boy, what tides have shifted in this region. It has been truly chaotic. It has been a disaster class for some, a master class for others, and surprise names out the wazoo. But before we get into this matchup between Cesar H, let's get into that first game of the night that happened on the schedule. And Chomik pulls the big 8-over-1 upset over Sanford 4-2 with the help of some Lady Luck, but also some Chomik split ammo magic to take care of business in that Salmon region. He will await Dark Rain, most likely coming next Friday night. And for this matchup, Cesar H, for Cesar, what would it mean to get this win? And what would it mean for H? Well, JT lost last night, which we'll get to in a second. But the winner of this match, especially if it's Cesar, will control the cards. If it's H, the magical run continues after a devastating loss in March 04. He's looking to get some redemption there. Into that pod we go, and there it is. Stingray 4-1 using some magic last night of his own. It was planned Sting, and he did the Sting operation to get JT out of here. That was our first 1 seed down. We all know the other 1 seed lost tonight. 2 more to go tomorrow. And for Cesar and H, this match right here has been hyped up to be the Brazilian bad you-know-what. And the Spanish Conquistador, the Spanish Inquisition of H, is going to be a foreign flair matchup similar to your peasant captain. The only difference is H is back on the stateside. We go into the scene. Cesar H, both here, both ready to rumble. Joining me will be Sanford and Yoshi, of course, as my co-coms. And taking care of business, of course, will be Cesar and H on the table. Let's go to Charles Sanford. Obviously, Sanford, we appreciate you taking time out of your night after that tough loss. Let's go over to the things that both these guys got to do. You look at Cesar, obviously had that ridiculous first stream game of this tournament here against Retro, where he was down 3-1, had technical difficulties, had to go through a bunch of problems. I mean, he was sick a little bit later, and we will ask him how he's feeling, but he seems right tonight at 10:30. Talk to me about how Cesar's got to approach this game more methodically, playing H, who's definitely motivated after a heartbreaking loss in March that still lingers in his head.
Well, the way that this tournament and this year is gone, someone needs a tribute to a bot somewhere and to hope that they're going to have any shot, apparently. In all honesty, I don't know what you can really say for what you're looking at. At this point, who was able to really like hold something back? Maybe I guess is one of the things. At least in terms of like what they were able to hide. For Cesar, you know what he's gonna do. He's basically gonna play clean, not leave doors open unless he absolutely has to. And for H, he's gonna play quick. He's probably going to keep the numbers small as much as he can and maybe play a little bit of a luck-based game and hope that doesn't come back to bite him this time.
Let's go over to Yoshi before we go to Short and their players. Yoshi, you look at Cesar. He's been around the business, man. He's been around the business for a long time now, and he wanted that matchup with Turner and rematch. He's not going to get it, but he's got a different type of matchup. H is a quick player. He's going to be someone that's going to get him off his toes. We know Cesar has learned that trick. That famous trick Peter taught us and many. How do you think he locks in tonight, knowing this is not only a big match for him, but in a way, foreign bragging rights are on the line for the Brazilian?
Yeah, I think as far as like pace, I think Cesar will be able to handle the pace that H does. I think he's won against players like that who go fast, who go slow. I'm sure that's not going to be too much of a defining factor. Of course, it could matter, but especially when he needs to think about his move a little bit more than any other move. But obviously, I think in general, it's probably going to be one of those things where they're going to go the pace they want, and it's really just going to come down to the strategies from each other, because I feel like that's where they both shine the most, what they really go for. And I think what also could make a difference is when they could surprise each other with their plays. I think that's when they get caught off guard. I think that'll be kind of the locking key that they're looking for to get these game wins and eventually the series. So I feel like this is going to be a pretty close one.
Sure, we talk about Caesar all the time. Probably one of the more disciplined players in this league. You're not going to see him leave anything open. He hates it. Similar to kind of Art, how he plays. And we know H, he's one to leave him open, but when he needs to, he can gamble and stick. Is that going to be the chess match night? Who gambles and sticks on certain things like a reverse opener, skip opener, +2 even? I mean, how do you think Caesar can close those loopholes quick, knowing he's one of the best at closing anything quick for sure?
Yeah, Caesar's not one to gamble. You said it. He probably won't leave too much open tonight. H definitely likes to gamble a bit more. I guess the question he will ask is, will those gambles be calculated enough to pay off for H, or are they going to come back to bite him? That will be the question we will ask if we run into any of those situations, obviously, and see if Caesar capitalizes on any possible gambling mistakes H makes.
Well, let's go over to Caesar first. He's probably going to just type it out, I'm assuming, and then Def and Caesar. Welcome back, buddy, to the Tide 32. Your second round. Obviously, you had a tough one to Carson. That was a non-stream. This is streamed. 2 questions. One, how you feeling? Hopefully that flu's gone. And number 2, we always talk about me and you, kind of insider information here, a little bit insider information. We all know you're a GP fan. When are you going to save? When are you going to save that ammo, man? Everyone talks about saving the ammo. We saw last game bot control, but one thing about GP racing, man, more than saving tires, is knowing when to be controlled aggression, knowing when to overtake. Do you see H as a guy that's going to be more overtaking early? Have you studied enough tape of his to say he's going to be overtaking? And talk to me about foreign pride in the line. This reminds me as close as you'll get to a Caesar Fitzy from the old days, with H being a fiery personality, just like you. Talk to me about that. And H, my question for you. Now you're playing Caesar here, an old school folk or a master class of this game. He's been around the block. Talk to me about how you've seen Caesar develop, if you know him at all, and your respect for him, considering he is our friend from Brazil and represents South America well with Yepes, and what you're looking forward to tonight.
I mean, I don't really know Cesar at all, basically. But I mean, if he's made it so far in so many tournaments, I expect him to be a worthy opponent, and I will definitely have to play at my best.
I mean, that's fair enough. Sure. Obviously, like I said, with this being late, I'll start developing questions. My brain will start kicking in a little bit as the game gets played. But I just wanted to keep it chill because I know it is 10:30, so expect Short to, cover a little bit for me as I ease into it. But we'll see. Game 1 will be my call. We're just waiting for Caesar to type out. Of course, Charles Sanford will be on the table tonight, and I'll rotate between Short, Sanford, and Yoshi. Should be able to rotate twice for a certain for I believe maybe Short might get twice. Sanford maybe give Yoshi one. We'll see how it goes. See if it goes 7. This game has been hyped up to potentially be going 7. It's the second best game in a lot of people's eyes behind Yepes captain. We'll see. Should be a fun one. Like I said, winner of this game gets Stingray from Nevada. Who knows? Maybe we'll reignite now that H is in Cali. We'll see. Get the Nevada-California blood going. We'll find out. Or does Caesar stop that train and rev up a little bit and get the win? Let's see what he's doing. Short, we talked about Caesar, too, before he types out his answer. Technical difficulties, problems with internet. You think he puts that to the side, though, now that he's learned the old Peter trick? If you don't know what that means, a deafening trick, and says, what, I'm blocking out the white noise. Look what's happened around me. I mean, you look at this, it's... All right, let's see. Caesar, my hearing is kind of down a ditch right now, so there's that. Not blaming serious loss in my hearing, so I didn't catch the last. I said ammo management, gotta try to control. No, I was just respect to H, man. The latter question was your thoughts on H. Was this similar as close as you can get to Fitzy versus Caesar back in the day, a la 2018-19? Just respect to the 4-on-4 in battle. I mean, Jesus, those battles back in the day were phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, man. But your thoughts on that before we get started here. But back to what I was saying, short, Caesar's one of those guys, like I was saying, he has technical problems. We learned the deafen trick. He's got the white noise blocked out. He saw what's happened. I mean, just talking about this, we prepare for the match. I mean, you look at the 1 and 2 line, it's crazy to think, man. They're gone. I mean, only 2 1 seeds, and the 1 and 2 line are basically striking out right now. It's crazy what's happened so far in this tournament.
Yeah, this has been a crazy region. I mean, if you look at the results, it's been somewhat of a quiet result. I mean, Tapir sweeping, Tago in 5 over Lane, and Sting over Turner last night in 5. Now, granted, those like the score, the game, how late the series went may make it sound like, oh, it's just a lame round. But look at this. You got a 7 seed advancing over 15. You have a 14 seed sweeping in 11, and you have a 9 seed not taking the first 1 seed in the tournament down in 5. And now you have Caesar and H, which is billed to be pretty good. Obviously for Caesar, if he wins here, the region runs through him as the highest remaining seed left. Sting a 9, Tago a 7, Tapir a 14. Obviously, if H wins, then it goes through Tago. But I think the semis are going to be very good in this region. No matter who comes out of this one, like we talked about the potential we could see in the Shark region with Cap Drip locked in, and you having the potential to play Lamas if you win tomorrow against Zach. And then you have Ashley Art in the Dolphin region potential if she also gets a shot tomorrow. She's going to have the last stream of the round tomorrow night, and then goes DJ there. And obviously you have Chomic, who just moved on, going to play Dark. Going to be an interesting contrast of styles, and then Monkey or M playing Brock. I think that I kind of went off on a rant there, but to be honest, I think this round of 16, Sandy 16 we got coming up, and especially here in the Tuna region, it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out of it. Depending on who wins tonight, it's going to be either way. It's like Caesar has a chance to run this region if he wins, and no comment on H. Forgot he exists. It happens, man. It happens.
I mean H has a very
H
busy
didn't really
schedule.
have anything to say. H didn't really have anything to say about you. So I think what we need to do, KT, we need to get this game started and start making some history between these two, so they remember each other.
Yeah, let's make a memorable night tonight, guys. Obviously, H just got busy. We appreciate making him time. He showed me the schedule. It's brutal. All right, let's go to Charles Sanford for the game 1 call on the table, and that will be given to our friend Caesar, who will probably deafen right after the call. Here we go.
Yeah, probably. Caesar, everything's on the table for you. What's the call for game 1?
All right, the 9 special.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was reading the rules. So, like, 7 games, 1 power play each, right?
Yes, sir.
Power play cannot be played in the first turn or when the other player has Uno.
Correct. And back-to-back. No, back-to-back. Correct. Always ask. Appreciate that. All right. Caesar going to join first, and we know what's coming. There it is. H joining in. Big matchup. Foreign bragging rights are on the line right here. Both these guys know what's at stake. The right to the Sandy 16, it begins now at a green 7. Caesar on that 9 card. Here we go. Caesar, once again, in his zone, goes with the green 4 to start it off pretty clean. Shorty's one of those guys. Ditto to start. These guys are already starting to know each other already, just like that.
Yep. They got to learn each other.
Oh,
no, back to
Ditto in
7.
the bot. Ditto in the bot. Okay, Caesar playing this a little bit more intriguing early. H goes down to 1. 2 greens off the board right now for both players. Was that short?
Sorry, the clock just stopped on me.
It happens. All good.
No.
Yeah. I was like, I hit start and I look over. It's sitting at 14 seconds. I'm like, what?
Oh boy!
Rainbow potential. Do we have a
potential.
rainbow in Pandora's?
Caesar gets undercut 1 up this time. And Caesar, he's one of those guys. He typically doesn't do that. He's very disappointed in this game. Now I want to do it. +2 from H. Look for the double. Got it. H run this down nicely too.
First card's drawn, not involuntarily, albeit, but
Caesar, a great job to check the table there. Very, very well timed. Let's see if he can get something going here. 0 sugar for Mr. Cesar. And H is out.
From H.
This is a big moment short. As you can see, both players know. Taking advantage. Talk to me about
There's
ammo control for both.
Pandora's.
There's Pandora's. Tell me about ammo control for both these players. What you've seen in the past and how it's going to apply right here.
Well, you heard Caesar say it. He wants to work on that, and he's going to do it easy with a 1-2 punch. It's another +2, cancels it out. But yeah, I think ammo control will be key, especially for. I mean, we talk about H. You think he would want to? He likes to gamble with those open doors, and sometimes that can be a result of only having that singular card to run. Like if you just play like
Uh-oh.
plain open reverse. Oh, there's a triple play from H. But
Isolation. Yep.
yeah, you can't give Caesar too many because he'll come back to bite you. You can't give him too many cards. But like obviously runs like that, fair play. And Caesar's gonna draw off
Caesar,
the
nothing.
Bluskovic. That's huge. And H
Classic
doesn't
move
have
there
it. It's
from
a
H.
classic.
Classic move. That's isolation at its best for sure, Yoshi. It's isolation ball, and that's how both these guys want to play it early. That's what you're going to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Draw City right now for both. I know you got some going on. I'll let you finish that. Just let me know when you're good. Sanford, I mean, we talk about ISO tactics a lot. You don't see that a lot from H unless needed, but Caesar is one to do them when needed. We see him pull some classics out. This feels comfortable for him for sure. This is nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, we've seen him. It's not necessarily out of the ordinary. Depends on what he's trying to look for, I think, probably to get out of it.
Well, we're going to find out when you can get out of it right now because both players are squarely in it. Caesar looking to get back that OG. He continues to draw. And continuing to draw goes H. Both are just content right here. Caesar looking to get out of it right here, though. Nothing. H is continually going back. We're in a good lull period right here, short. This is kind of waiting in the doldrums here. For sure.
Just waiting for someone to find something to make a move here.
Straight Mexican stare down here.
They're
For the Brazilian and the Spanish.
In the ice cold, they are frozen.
Yeah, frozen lakes right now. Lake Tahoe not far from H. And Caesar, I'd be shocked if you had any type of cold weather, but it does get cold down there once in a while. And there it is. Blue and yellow. Now we go into the switch. Let's see if Caesar can run. He goes to red, tries to undercut. Block passive sorts. Got to keep it on character with Caesar. Red 2 from H. They're both swimming around the ocean here. The last tunas left to play. Let's see how it goes for Caesar. He undercut for a reason. Doubles up this time. What up this time? See if Caesar can slide to the left right here as he does a good job understanding the reds. He undercut for a reason. H maybe wanted the yellow to go back and attack a little later.
I had the same thing in my head. That was great.
Slide to the left, baby. And there's the one up this time. Caesar now going to see how he can react to this double play. Good play, double play from H to kind of get Caesar off kilter. And he goes one up again, technically, from that 6 he plays. So he's doing that 5, 6, 7. That's a draw for H. Once again, classic right there.
Neck and neck here.
Caesar, good job on the red 5. H had play it, but there's the switch key.
Top
Well, Caesar
back
wanted
switch.
short. He
Or
wanted
down,
yellow,
could be.
remember.
Did want yellow.
He want
Does
earlier in the game. He did want
Caesar
yellow.
like it? He does. To the top
Earlier in
floor.
the game, he wanted that top 4 yellow, and that's interesting.
Oh,
H gets off it.
wow. And the lights are starting to switch a bit more here as we cross into 5 minutes.
Is that one too many? Is that one too many? Might be one too many. Does Caesar make him pay right here? Is that one too many switches? If we talked about once is fine, okay, 2 okay, 3 or more, you start to fool me a little bit. We'll see. Caesar, F5, a little table check. What's the move? Looking for 4. Then it does. There it is. Called
Puts
that
him
one
back
short.
To 8. Puts him back to 8. Ammo control, that's what he's exercising.
I mean, that is classic Caesar, vintage Caesar. Ammo control to the core. Caesar for dose. I mean, it's crazy, though. You wanted the yellow earlier, and that's the thing I have to look at. If you wanted that yellow earlier, you got to look into that, Sanford. Power play off the bat!
What? Oh, wow.
We saw this against Retro.
Kicking that wall down.
Yeah, that's right. +4. Looking for
Wow.
Uno.
Yep. This is gonna be for the
Wow.
Uno. So
That's it. H going to draw, and I think this is exactly like textbook retro Sanford. We saw what that did.
get it
H
in chat
draws.
there just to make sure.
That's it. Caesar 1-0, and a little number efficiency to
On
boot.
the same play I did for game 2. So
Let's go to Caesar as he unmutes. Caesar, this is textbook retro, man. You did the game. Remember, history, right? We saw what you got to scratch out to the Yepes strat, the Ala Yepes. We saw it against retro. Yes, go for it, H. If you want to say something, go for it.
I'm a control, but I had no ammo.
No ammo.
I
Okay.
didn't have any draw twos. I didn't have any draw fours.
Okay. Well, that was going to come to you. Let's go back to Caesar. Caesar, is your mindset shifted a little bit? I mean, you saw about how your power play game against Carson was pretty. Let's face it wasn't the best. It wasn't the most ideal. You've definitely evolved the game to say, you know what, I want that power play off the board, play with a little less pressure, and look what it did against retro. Without that power play, you're getting swept. So how has your power play usage evolved? And thoughts on how you use split ammo control a little bit on that +2 in green to isolate? Because you were really fading the yellow early, but you got off that yellow just in time where H did the perfect switch, and you basically ran it clean. But you definitely needed one more yellow for sure since that yellow 3. Short, what a great win by Caesar. You're not even going to fault him for the power. It's early, right? You got to get something cooking. I think this is a good start for Jay Caesar to get it going early.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And from the series we've seen lately, the bot has been swaying one direction or the other in many series. So I mean, like take some of that away and drop the power play early. I mean, I know Caesar is one to like to get rid of the power play quickly, but yeah, I think also you got to think about how much of the how much the bot has been swaying back and forth lately, and trying to control some part of it is definitely not a bad move.
Sanford, when we saw your game, like you mentioned with the game 2, I believe it was. Was it game 2? Yeah, game 2, the double 3 finish.
yeah.
But your thoughts on just Caesar? It seems like right here he really has evolved in the sense to say, you know what, the pressure, it can mount. Sometimes it can mount. Maybe using this power play early, getting it off, having a little less pressure, and just playing more consistent Uno is the way to go, especially since no lead is safe in this league. 1-0 is better than going down 0-1 for sure.
It is. I mean, that's probably part of the mindset. We'll have to wait and see what happens, though, for whether or not he can keep the momentum going. That's going to be the key. Obviously, we saw first round for him. Losing game 1 ended up being really clutch and really key. Maybe it'll happen again here where H ends up going for the next 3.
So read that comment for the fans at home.
Yeah, Caesar says, I only use the power play and fears that my color switch would be broken since I'm still kind of bad at the power play game. Glad that I can at least finish games with that if needed. Lessons learned from the retro game, indeed, for Caesar.
Indeed. I think that's going to be an interesting thought for Caesar tonight is how he used that power play in that retro series, now translating it over here. That's just a little bit of study from the game and understanding the discipline that is needed and required to get. Yoshi, you still busy, man?
I'm still around, but yeah, just
okay.
like
Yeah, okay, you're good. We'll come back to you for the next game. No worries, my friend. I know you got some stuff going on. We'll get you for game 2. For game 2, we are going to give this call to, of course, Charles Sanford on table, and Short will take the game 2 call for our friend Caesar. Here we go.
Okay, Caesar, you can't use 9 this time. What's the call for game 2?
OG.
OG.
I'm going to go OG, staying in the mid tier. But a bit bordering on the low tier as well. So, Caesar using power play to get some number efficient move down to win the game 1. And now we start on a red reverse. And Caesar's going to draw on it. So what does H do with it? He is going to close the door with the 2. And now Caesar looks to respond. And
he does
go
over the
into
green.
that clink green. Yep, that's a good. good a number efficiency
Uh-oh.
there. Now H is going to 1-2 punch him into the green with an 8.
And one of these games are going to go quick. That's how it is in these. Interesting table check from H right there, short. As we go into blue now.
Not
Caesar.
a outlandish table check, but
Interesting from Caesar. He's going to go to blue. Look for the
Caesar's
double.
going to try and make up some ground here, and he's going
Got
to
it.
stick down one down to the 5.
Short. Short. H looking for 3 is another table check. There's the yellow. That's all 4.
So
That
H
is all
down
4.
to 2. Caesar for 3.
Got
Goes
it.
with the 2
H for check.
for check indeed.
Maybe checkmate. H looking to checkmate this out. That might be checkmate.
Wow, is that it?
That's
Nope,
checkmate.
He
Yep.
doesn't leave that open. 1 minute, and we are tied at 1.
Caesar, unfortunately, tasting your own medicine, man. There's nothing you can do on that. Nothing you can. That's terrible.
Oh,
There's
that
not much
is
you can do.
atrocious.
2 colors, and you don't even have any potential number combo. Yes,
Yeah,
H.
the swatch helped me a lot because I had all 4 colors on my side. He just keeps playing until I'm out of cards. Yeah, exactly. Nothing to do.
No questions needed for that one. I don't Sam for anything to add. Anybody? I don't
Nope.
see anything. No.
I was too busy trying to look ahead.
Well,
You're good,
I'll
man.
say,
The
the
only coping
we
mechanism I had, basically.
this is exactly what I'm talking about with Caesar using the power play game 1, because I mean you didn't want to lose that color switch he had, didn't want to leave it up to chance, and with the 7, I mean some could say you're leaving it to chance, and 1-1 is a lot better than being down 2-0. Yeah, you knew off the bat, I bet. With that hand, that's atrocious. I mean, unless all the ammo was still in the deck, and H got an equally terrible hand, I don't think it would.
It kind of was. I had the +2s. I got the +2s. I figured it's better to keep them in my hand and use them at the end. That's what I did.
Yeah, it's a smart move. That's a smart move, and you got it done. Good, kudos to you. 1-1, and the arrow goes back to H. To H, not
Back to H. Sanford
We did
taking
a
care.
7. We did a 9. Let's do an 11.
I have put Sandra on the unemployment line.
Yeah,
All-
whatever.
All good.
Game 3.
Yeah, you can take the call short. Go for it.
All right. So, tough hand for Caesar, and now H is going to add a few more cards to it in game number 3. And a free choice on a +4.
Ooh.
Where does H go with this one?
Well, H is one of those guys short typically on a free choice. He's potentially looking at some number locking combos.
I've literally never had a free choice.
Never had a free choice.
He's gonna go ice cold with the 2.
I think during that Ashley game, I think there was one free choice, but that was in Ashley's favor. I could be wrong. I think it's the only time I think he's seen it at all. He hasn't been in the league that long. Remember, you have to keep in mind he's still only a sophomore.
Go from the ground floor to the top floor with the ice cold up to the 9. Now Caesar looking to respond. And goes to green.
Caesar's one to switch early sometimes, and this could be either a lock and key combo or he's content to run his green.
H is good with the green for the moment. Caesar looking to continue with the green or potentially another light switch. What does he do here? And he's going to do
Screen
a skip on that. Skip, probably at least a double, probably a double. Haven't seen much more before a win, not a double. Oh, he's going to go triple with the +2. 0 sugar keeps it green. Not a
+2 in the green.
Move there. 0 switch by H to yellow.
Still opening up the Pandora's colors, and Caesar at 5.
Back to the 9.
Top four here. Now, sometimes those top shelf plays.
Table check. Monkey combo table check up there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Squares it down to 3.
Sometimes those top 4s can be indicators. We have a ditto.
Ditto.
Let's see what it can be from H right here. He's done a good job so far of turning this one around. Our table check. Caesar still at 4, looking for Trace. Who's got a lot of Trace? Is that for Caesar coming in? Does he have it? He had a tough first hand there in the game. Goes to green. Isolation back short. He wants the green isolation, Yoshi, too. He wants that isolation. We talked about it. This is typical Caesar.
Caesar wants to put you in a place you can't be. And H
Okay, he can
is
run it.
okay with it. He can run with it. He did get a couple from H earlier that could have been off that or off other draws.
Big moment for Caesar right here. Huge moment for him. He's going to take his time on this one. First, I would say, think stop of the series for him.
Yeah.
Just plays it cool. Looking for
a
+4 from H.
Wow.
Huge. And a double. Looking for the triple.
Triple 0 sugar red. That's 3 zeros off the board.
Table check from Caesar. Momentum changer for sure.
Scoreboard flipper.
Caesar looking to get back with maybe a double to try to get this and split that in half on the +4. He does. Double.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and that ties it. Yeah,
he tapped the lead.
puts him ahead. That puts him ahead.
Now we're tied. Possession arrow of Caesar. Looking for Trace again. Now, let's see if Caesar splits his ammo too wisely. I see that +4 is interesting. Caesar with a red 5 of his own. H out. Fresh out. And so is Caesar. We're going to draw Zitty.
Oh. Nope. H, top deck.
Top deck from H right now. Can Caesar
Can Caesar
get a top
jailbreak?
deck of his own? No, he can't. H looking for a 2 combo to get out of it? Does he have it? Can H get out of this? Be interesting. He does. There it is. Called
yellow.
that one.
Wow.
Straight.
H has been
Straight
doing
top.
a lot of light switching tonight.
That's
and
a
there's
ditto
from Caesar. So he probably drew. That's probably top deck. Ice cold.
Missing the ice cold table check from H there. No green 2, but we could see it.
And that was for Dose. Caesar for
Could be the
3.
rainbow.
Caesar for 3. Yes.
Got it. Check for H. Does he have the check? He does.
Oh, H. Yep, there's the call. I thought it didn't register.
Now Caesar in an interesting spot. What can he do right here?
Oh,
to red. It's
a
game. Is it number? No, it's a good move from Caesar.
Correct choice for Caesar.
Looking for Uno now from Caesar. No, it's a classic. Good move.
It's a classic.
Great move from Caesar right there to get back and isolate the game. Puts H out of the zone. Finish.
Like this is second classic move of the night off a number switch.
And Caesar is known to play very, very composed Uno. He knows when to classic. He knows when to switch. This is classic Caesar right here. Nothing you can't expect other than that. Now, for both guys, it's once again similar to game 1H. Draw City, draw Parrot, whatever you want. Draw Fiesta. That's where we're at right now. Yes, sir.
Do we have a blink? We're back up to that OG number. H joins Caesar at OG 7. And they continue to draw. And 1-1 tie. Winner gets Sting, who beat Jesse Turner last night.
The top Tuna. He beat the top Tuna, yeah.
Yep. And what is a very interesting Tuna region. Last piece of the Sandy 16 in this region being built tonight as H off a top deck red from Caesar goes into the ice cold as this jailbreak Caesar as well.
Look at Mellison here as we look for Caesar going to do another ditto. He's been doing this a little bit all night too. Similar to what we saw with Chomik and Sanford with Chomik. Double play from H now to get back at it. Caesar out of it.
Caesar runs dry. And another yellow switch from H. H in the driver's seat, it appears.
Definitely in the driver's seat.
6.
Plus
There's
2
good
from
ammo
Caesar.
control. Puts him in the tie or ahead. H for the tie, and he does. 2 down. Caesar looking for the lead. He's got it. Monkey combo on the yellow. And
one from
H is going to
H.
keep pace.
Yellow 6 now from Caesar.
Another 6.
Draw.
Both yellow 6s off the board, and H draws.
Yeah, this has been more of a standoff action as Caesar looks for dose.
That's who will find
Got
the
it,
win.
but he
Oh,
switches.
Caesar with a light switch to green.
Caesar to switch. H can control
H-
as well.
H plays with it.
Is that check for Caesar?
Check. That's game. Yeah, great ammo control from Caesar.
Okay,
Has the right
by
run
the
at the
way,
right time.
I want to point out.
Yes, sir.
One thing. When Caesar changed the color, when I had Uno, I had yellow.
Huh.
Like, that move did nothing. I had yellow. I didn't have a way to finish.
Oh, wow.
Well,
So
I mean-
basically, you were cherry picked. Yeah, you were trying to cherry pick on a yellow combo switch, right, H?
I you know what? I'm not going to say what I was trying to do because I still need to play more matches. I might say it at the end.
Okay. No worries.
Fair
And
enough.
let me go to Caesar. Caesar, sometimes it's intuition, man. And one of the things you always are good at is intuition. But you've learned in this league that classic 1-2 combos are a thing of beauty when done correctly. Tell me what was the move on the light switching a little bit, going to the green on that clean cut. And that +2 earlier, I believe when you +2'd at the yellow, right, gave him more yellow. You knew the isolation was possible, and he just admitted the yellow 1, which was basically his last card. How'd you isolate him in more to a yellow combo where you could run the greens effectively and get that clean cut finish? And how your evolution of the 1-2 play is working. Sanford, let me just go to you here. Sam, we talk about Caesar all the time, learning and understanding the discipline of this game. Have you seen more discipline in his game from that loss to Carson? As he's definitely now, ever since that 3-1 to Retro, he's won 5 in a row, or 5 in a row, but 5 out of the last 7 here.
Was it really 5 of the 7? I mean, he.
Or 6, I'm sorry,
he had
6.
He had 3 in a
6.
row there. I'm no way. I guess I don't know which one you're referring to.
It's down 3-1
he
to
had
Retro.
3 in a row lost to Retro in that one.
Then he won 3 in a row. Then he won against Age. Then he lost. Okay, so 5 out of 6. My fault. I'm sorry.
I guess there's a little bit of the discipline there. A little bit of card luck in a way. I mean, no matter what, you can only go so far as what your opponent gives you as well. So you can have like the path to a finish lined up, but if your opponent has something that they can counter with, it's gonna blow up in your face a little bit. So as he says, no comment. That's not a surprise. Doesn't want to give away anything.
Understood.
And we basically go to game 4 where it's been alternating the series as we fittingly get a F1 sprint going.
Okay, very good. We'll see how this one goes. Let's go over to Short. Any comments, man, for that last match? Just seemed like Caesar and H were understanding each other on Draw City and light switching when need be.
Yeah, I think they both played pretty good that match. H did pretty well, controlling that ammo. Not doing too much.
What demo? I didn't have any.
Yeah. Oh.
I control very well my 0 draw cards.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not just draw cards. But yeah, I think they both did pretty well. Caesar had that last 1-2 punch, and that's really become a common occurrence to finish on that 1-2 punch instead of putting it in check. Like it's, I mean, if you can do it in check, like some people can put it in check, and they may know just from what cards they've played, what cards they may have, and you can bet on that. But having that 1-2 punch is definitely a lot stronger because you're not in check, and you can catch them off guard sometimes even. especially if you're not
Oh.
having, and especially if you're not listening to commentary.
The old element of surprise, baby, on the periodic table. What is that? It's the element of surprise. Well, the element of surprise will be interesting as we go into this game. I'll take the call. Sanford, do the honors for H again.
Oh, goes to me.
H, same
Yeah.
situation. You can't choose 7. What's the call?
Can I choose any other number aside from 7?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't care. 12.
Okay, 12 pack it is. All right, 12 pack it is. It is going to be an interesting 12 pack for H as he joins in. Caesar looking to get this into a 3-1, but remember, no power play. And that's the kicker, right short, no power play for Caesar. H starts over to yell 7.
Yeah. This could be pivotal for H. Having that power play and tying it 2-2 versus being down 3-1 is a big difference. Although
Not only
we
is it
talk about no lead is
Go for it.
safe, yes, no lead is safe, but it's a 3-1 is still a big difference to make up. And I mean, we've seen a lot of comebacks in this tournament, but I mean, it's still a very steep hill to climb, regardless of whether we've seen it more commonly as self ditto from Caesar there on the green, and
You know,
self ditto
Caesar's
from
one.
H.
A lot of self. This is becoming a popular theme. It seems like short. It really has. The self dittos and the ditto plays in general. It just seems like there's a new style that we're developing that not a lot of people expected. And considering what Super League happened to, it's definitely different. So we'll see how this evolves throughout the entire season with dittos and self dittos because they're a tool, just like a table check. As Tate checks the table, how fitting.
Yeah, and I mean, keeping your perspective on the game, that makes the table check very useful to you. And then Caesar runs
Ooh.
dry. Can H keep going? And he will.
Ho,
Will that
ho, ho.
jailbreak Caesar to the yellow?
Gotta get out of my chair for this one, short, because this is an interesting kind of move here from Caesar and H. They're kind of cross-checking. We saw this a lot. Is H really aggressive on the switching? I understand, Yoshi, definitely getting late at night. We appreciate your work, man. You were out there D2ing all day and all that. No worries. Plus
Ooh,
4 from Caesar. That's a smart move. I think it's a good move. Looking for the triple.
That's a big move.
Yeah, I don't mind that, H. It's one of those things. Got one there from
Definitely not.
Caesar. One up this time from H. I think this is one of those things where you just can't take the chances. Once again, the dittoing has been insane.
No. So everybody's had an answer. I don't know if it's just like people think, "Oh, I have this card. I'm gonna," or it's just kind of happening. Like in some cases when you're lower down, yeah, but like, oh, another switch, my goodness. But like it's
Caesar draws.
sometimes I wonder with all these stream games making it more of a spectacle,
Another 2.
making it more like a spectator sport. You think you wonder if the dittos are coming around more because you want to appease the crowd, but that's just my thought.
It is possible. It's a theory. We have talked about the film theory. We're going to discuss that a little bit come post T2. It's interesting as we go into. Once again, it seems like these guys have been very comfortable in draw C. But remember, this could crack anytime. H does have that elusive power play. +4. +4.
Yeah, +4. 1-2 punch and puts Caesar back 7. Can make it 6 here. Wouldn't be surprised if he has some ammo, tries to make up some ground, and he does with the +2. Puts H back to 5. So now it's a 5-card lead.
Incidentally, sure. I was trying to say incidentally. I mean, that was just anything you can do. I can do as well because remember the +4 Caesar dropped earlier. Incidentally, it's basically a wash. It's a whitewash. There's a 0 sugar.
By Caesar, and now H trying to keep it a 4-card lead. And he drops a power play.
Play, that's going to work for Tide.
That is what I said.
And straight up right the rest of the way.
Unbelievable. +4 is nothing Caesar can do, but just eat that one. 2 to Uno right here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Caesar draws. That's 2-2.
Like I said, KT, a 3-1 deficit is massively different than a 2-2 tie, and H just proved me right.
He did. He did prove you right. Let me go over quickly, too. Caesar, I just don't even know what to say. I mean, you're getting kind of, unfortunately, there was just more the light switches. Do you accept that knowing now it's a straight-up fight? And have you seen a little bit of evolution from H's composure? Not so much for H's composure that you got to adjust to. Because it seems like that's something H could do. And H, well, you finally got some draw cards. I move on. I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the luck I didn't get the last round.
All right, that's simple as that. Sure. It seems like we talk about themes in every game. I think this one really has to look. Obviously, we know Celt Ditto and all that, but I've got to look for the theme here. I've got to look, and this is a pretty much a no-brainer. It seems like the draw city. It's subtle, but that draw city where they just draw out for like 4 to 6 cards, it seems to be the difference between winning the series and losing the series. I know Caesar City tried to strat. I kind of think I know what he was doing. I'm not going to say on TV, of course. But your thoughts on just that draw city, that subtle draw city, it's making the difference for both players right now in favor of nobody as a split fight.
Yeah, the draw city is definitely helping your fight. It's just who will end up with the better draws. Apart from the 7-card start, where Caesar had an atrocious hand, but aside from that, those draw cities and this one and the previous, it really made the difference. They went back to the deck trying to find something better to suit their hand and their strategy, and they did, and and for H suited his move for a power play, got him in a check, and then a blue one to finish it off. I mean, if you're Caesar after that run without a power play, and you had something, I wouldn't doubt he'd use it if he had the chance to. So definitely a good power play move. And like I said, being down 3-1 is completely different than being tied 2-2. Going into a best of 3, but the arrow goes the other way.
Goes back to Caesar, and for that, Charles Sanford, do the honors on the table. I'm taking this Game 5 call, pivotal one for Jay Caesar.
Well, Caesar, you've won all the odd number games so far. You can't choose 9 and you can't choose 11. There's a joke in there I'm not going to say.
Oh, boy. Caesar looking to see what he would do here. Split it 8. Okay.
When splitting it would have been 10.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask
Caesar,
questions.
baby.
I'm asking questions.
Jay Caesar, baby. That's the Caesar style. Oh, gee. Well, we had JT multiple of 10 or whatever. Oh, jeez.
Bro, I just did that too. That's crazy. I just did that. That's amazing. Anyways,
oh, man.
let's play.
Don't worry, Caesar. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, technically, you split your first 2 card starts because you went 7 and 9, but.
Oh, my goodness. There's no split.
Oh, my God.
Free choice.
No splitting on that. That's Jay Caesar, boy. He's taking that free choice attire all day.
Gonna be me. Nope.
That's a second +4 free choice of the series. And now each guy has gotten that one once. H had it already. Now it's Caesar.
Once again, nothing from H. Now Caesar can go lock and key if he wants. Blue 9 just gets out of it. Gets out of that reverse left open. It's interesting for me. We see this all the time. There it is. That's what H would possibly want. He wanted the 9 and wanted the lock and key. Caesar runs with it. Big match right here. This is a big one, Short. You can see the intensity's picking up at the pace.
Yeah, they call it any best of 7 tied at 2. Pivotal Game 5 is the common phrase you use. And they are not wasting time. Caesar runs dry. H continues. And that is now the lead is in his hands.
And the lead's in his hands. We go red 1. And the thing is, there's a jailbreak. That's the thing. Is no jailbreak.
It jailbreaks Caesar, but it puts H in jail. It's a swap.
Caesar can run it in a +4.
What?
That's a crazy table check into a +4. I'm not even gonna lie. It's crazy.
It's just that's the 1 second rule, man.
On the table, the bot. But that's good from H to get a +2 to get some back here. That's a good move. And 9 too. Wow, both the old 9s off the board right there, just like that.
Well, I mean, he basically makes up the +4 right there because he gives Caesar 2 and then plate 2.
Right. Well, green 3 now. Let's see. It's another lock and key combo. Does Caesar like it? Yeah, he does. Does H like it, though? Does H like it? +2. Had a feeling it was coming. But he draws! This is a classic move of H's, though, Short. We've seen this. Caesar
It's the
probably
first open goal
enraged
plus
right now.
2.
If
Does
Caesar has a
Caesar-
+2, he's playing it.
It's Caesar, man.
If he doesn't, he's fuming that he doesn't have one.
Yeah, he's fuming. You could tell. Doesn't have it. H gets away with it. Risky, but gets away. Caesar draws.
H
Reverse
leaves
from
this one
H.
It's
Is this
gonna
going to be a
draw, but
triple?
there's another-
Nope.
Triple-
Oh,
triple coming.
Ooh, into blue. Triple. That's a good move there. Needed to make that one work, and Caesar will reciprocate, and it goes to yellow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these
What
guys
in the heck?
are definitely switching it up for sure.
It's starting to become a rave up in here, KT. Oh my lord.
Well, these guys are as we go into the triple from H. Does he have it?
Oh my god. Wow.
Is this
All
a
right.
finisher? It's check.
H forces the issue.
Yes,
And
indeed,
Caesar's
check.
got
Plus
it. Oh,
4.
it keeps it red. Keeps it red.
And he's got the
win!
That's
Whoa!
game.
the win!
Whoa!
Oh, he snuck attack him in a win.
Unbelievable.
Caesar salad.
Unbelievable.
Extra anchovies.
Oh man.
Caesar. That's
Been there,
basically
done that. If I was H, yep.
Oh.
sneak
man.
attacking away. Almost like you weaseled that one out for sure. But let me go quickly to Caesar. Caesar, was that a case of, you know what? He was playing these games with the switches. I'm content. Right? I'm content to let him play the games and we just go from there and take that win and move on to 3-2. I think you have to be content knowing that was a pretty sizable portion of
You cannot beat the
Pickle
plus 4. You
can't
cannot
be
beat the plus 4. Just can't.
No, it's that
Unreal.
simple sometimes, H. It's sometimes that simple. You just got outmatched there. And you did get one more start though coming up. We'll see what Caesar's gonna say.
Jeez. Unreal, man.
Sure, this has been incredible. And Caesar once again in incredible shape here. I mean, you know, now he's got one more win away from winning this thing, and more importantly, I think the momentum's back in his side. And with that whitewash in the power play, it's his to lose right here for sure, especially with Game 6 and H's call.
Yeah, and for H, you can't let that get in your head. You just got to say good game,
I
move on.
know. I mean,
It's-
I don't think I played badly this game.
No,
you
no,
didn't.
you
I
couldn't.
think I
No,
made the
you-
right choices, but that's how the game is. Sometimes you take a calculated risk, but you don't get lucky. That's how it is.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you did badly. I think you did as well as you could have. That's just a tough end.
I didn't even realize he used the wildest. Wow.
Well, it didn't matter because he had the +4, but yeah. I mean,
Exactly. You cannot beat plus 4.
yeah. But KT, I think this series is living up to its billing so far. We've seen a lot from both and a lot of great play for sure.
Yeah, both guys are putting on a show here for sure. And, you know, we got potentially 2 more coming. Right now, we got 1 guaranteed. Should be interesting, though, on how both guys will maneuver this as well. Well, we're going to find out. Sanford, do the honors for H. Big one right here. He needs this. I'll take the call.
What numbers can I not pick?
Sanford?
It is 7 and 12.
Let's go with a 6.
Ooh.
Ooh. Interesting. Leaving it up a little bit to Lady Luck here, Short. Interesting.
I mean, he just had luck thrown at his face in a way. So, I mean, it's not a crazy proposition.
No, it is not. We're going to find out right here what Lady Luck means and what Lady Luck is about to do because we're doing a little 6-card shuffle right here. H joins in. Caesar looking to get the 4-2 to
Six
play
for game
Stingray.
6.
Yep. If he wins this game, it's on to the Sting. If he doesn't, it's on to Game 7. Crucial. They're in. Here it is. H ready to lock and load. He's in with the blue reverse.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, I mean, this has been the lock and key word. It seems like all tournament. It's just been these ammo starts. It's unbelievable what we're seeing. Blue
They're
6-4.
run
This is
back
going to
and
go
forth.
quick.
Don't blink, folks. This could end real fast.
No, don't
Caesar
blink.
just
Indeed, we're going to
deafening
find it.
now. He stayed open for those first few turns. Switch into
Interesting.
yellow. H makes the switch. Caesar skip into the 5.
Oh, just a double play, Caesar.
And
Oh,
a
here comes
double
Skip.
play and a draw.
No, it's not.
No, it's a draw. Caesar
Caesar,
will close
yellow
the
1.
door. And H draws. Caesar they both check the table at the same time. Caesar by 1. Is Caesar going to keep going?
Nothing.
No, we're going to draw. And here we go. All right.
Can H get this
exhale.
cook?
Exhale for the moment.
Never
No,
mind.
I said
could be
wrong.
big.
I said wrong. He found a +2.
No, just check. Just check.
He found a yellow +2 top deck to chain to the red. That's what he was looking for, KT. And he found it. And he's into red. And he's forced check on him. 6 over, but Caesar's going to try and drop this one like a hot potato. And
He
he's
needs
going
to
to
get
drop
rid of
that
that 6
skip. He's going to
fast.
get out of there. Yep. He's going to
Yellow.
go back to yellow. Now, does H finish the job? No.
Oh, good move. Good move.
Woo.
Good move. What a sequence there. Caesar gets away with one. H no top deck either. Caesar's still a long way to go to erase that +6 though, for sure.
And he cannot erase it much. He goes into draw city with H, and they're back where they were before that firework went off.
And what firework it was for sure. Into a draw. We now calm down a little bit. Exhale, as you said.
Yeah, we can I think we can I walked right into it, didn't I? Now we can exhale. You gotta wait at least a few turns of drawing before you can safely say that. But 2 minutes and we've almost seen it all end here in Game 6. And Caesar's
Green
gonna
too,
find a
there it
jailbreak
is.
move. Green, does H have the jailbreak? He does, and it's
He
a
does.
skip 1-2 punch to the 6.
Caesar was close to finishing, but here comes
here's
Caesar, double of
another
his own. Yep. I
Just
think
a
you
back
can
and
do the
forth.
same as well.
Just quick jab.
Draw.
H runs out. Caesar
Got it.
continues, 1 down. H still nothing. Caesar. H checks the table. Tie game.
Nothing.
Caesar's out and he goes behind. And
Now there's
H
the
goes
blue.
there, jailbreak, ice cold. He takes the lead for the tie for Caesar. He got it. And we are back at ice cold blue, square at 5.
Caesar
and
in good
H
shape.
puts
+2 from
a
H.
+2 down, 1-2 punch.
Yeah, the classic 1-2 short. This has been a very good back and forth game. Both guys running out at the same time identically. It seems like it's crazy.
And
Here's a
H
draw.
runs out. Does Caesar have anything? Does he continue?
He just got +2. He erases it with the red 5.
Does he
H
checks
still
the
possession.
table? This breaks
It's a
out.
double.
H, he bumps a double, a tie. It's not tie. It puts it in a dose. Excuse me. Caesar down by 4. And he's going to make a double of his own.
It's hard to switch.
Same thing,
Hard to switch.
trading doubles. H is out again on the 0 sugar.
Caesar for a
with an
tie.
opportunity for the tie.
There's
Ghost
Ghost.
up. Tie game 3.
3 apiece.
H. Another
He gets the
switch
steal.
into yellow.
Oh, is that one
For
too many?
yellow,
It's
and
might be
Caesar's
one too
dropping
many.
a +2. This could be.
No, it's
He's
not.
in check. This is check. What is 2 fresh cards to H? Does he have anything to respond with? Can he put him off?
Does he have a wilder? A +4 is really what he needs. Check.
Gloves
Caesar
are off.
done a
The
good
power
job.
plays were gone a long time ago. So
Fresh stuff here from H. Goes to blue. Is that game?
ice cold blue. Is it over?
No.
It's
Great move.
H with the top floor, and now they're both at dose. So hold your breath. Caesar
H
draws
for
up
Uno.
to 3. H for check.
Checkmate,
green.
maybe.
Does Caesar have something to switch this, or does he have a draw?
Nah,
He
it's
has a
game
green
7.
5. That's it. We are going to game 7, and this is the only series in this it was already out before that. It's the only series in this region to go more than 5, and it's
It's lived
living
up to
up
it.
to its ability. This will be the 4th game 7 in this round. Yeah, DJ and Yoshi go 7, Ghost and Logan go 7, and Myth and Drip go 7. And this is the only one
Ghost
in
and
the
Logan
Tuna
went
region.
5. Ghost and
Ghost
Logan
and
went 5. I
oh
think it was
no, go God, what? Yeah, no, then your challenge is wrong. If that's the case, no. Hold on.
that's
Yeah, it's 4-1.
Okay, then the challenge is incorrect.
don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, but that's on me.
You good? You good?
I'll fix that right now. Actually, for the fans, I didn't even know you were on the challenge. Okay, I always had that pulled up on the side stream. But okay, I'm sorry about that. It was 4-1.
I always have
Regardless,
that.
let's go.
Say, I'm like, I didn't think I was that far back.
No. That's my fault. Okay. I couldn't find a connection. Oh, man,
Yeah.
It is one of the. And you got to think, H, good job. I mean, you did some good isolation on the switches. I mean, that blue, wow, was absolutely
Right.
clutch.
I had to actually think what color to say because I knew if I picked wrong, I'm dead because he only had 1 card.
So
That was a good play, and a slightly lucky one because he could have drawn blue before. Like, he drew a lot since the last time he played blue, so kind of a risk, but good. I'm glad it paid off.
it definitely paid off, my friend. You forced the game 7. Thoughts going in this game 7 before we started up? What's your thoughts here? As this is all comes down to the marbles right here.
I mean, you don't know what the cards are going to say. It's all in the cards.
It's all in the cards. Caesar, your thoughts in this game 7, my friend? You've been in some bloodbaths. You're going to join someone. My memory's slipping a little because it's late. I believe somebody. Keep cool, head down. All right, that's what I was thinking. Just keep cool, head down, and you're going to join Drip as the guy that goes the max. Let's see if you can get this one done. I know, I'm
That's fair.
tired too, man. Let's get this going. Short.
Let's do it.
I'm going to get the game 7. I'm exhausted. Take the call, Sanford. Please let know Caesar what he can't do. I'll take the game 7 call.
Well, for Caesar, it's 9, 8, and 11 that he can't do. What is the call for game 7? I feel like I know what this is going to be.
13. Had a feeling. I knew it. Yeah.
Go big or go home.
I was thinking like 15, but
No full send. I agree. All right, 13. Here we go. Game 7, KT about to pop off. I'm off the seat. Here it is. Can Caesar get this one done and move on to play Stingers? H pull off the comeback from 3-2 down. We're about to find no power play straight up to the rest of the way. We're going to get an ammo start. We've seen this so many times in throw, but no, it's a Bluetooth, something regular.
Finally.
Yeah. Feels like that's been forever.
It had 2
Here comes
plus
Caesar.
4 free choices, 2 open reverses. Now we got something a little more chill.
Little Clint play to start. In honor of Clint tomorrow. Blue 2. Little poker hand action. Ditto off the self buff. It's nothing already.
That's big. That's big. And he's going to make a switch.
That's a big play for H that he can roll into this, and that's tough for Caesar. Does he get jailbreak, though?
Yeah,
he does. He's going to erase that draw right away. And it's 2 again. Dittos. Unbelievable.
The number game has been real.
Truly has been real, man. What a showing from both these characters tonight. It seems like the number game has been real, and just a lot. Just the way they've been playing as we go 2 up this time from the 1. As just I said, they can't get it that short. They just did it went crazy.
Yeah.
But Caesar has that exposed weakness on blue, and that's the key right now. That's the number one thing you got to look into this. Is that true? Is he telling the truth? Short. H going to go into short. You think that's the key, right? For H, he sees that blue weakness. That could be the one thing. Is more dittoing. Self-dittoing continues. Jeez.
The dittos are insane. Like this is a crazy ditto match. Been a great. I mean, we talked about this series has really lived up to the billing. I mean, it's 4 versus 12, but it's a damn good one at that. And whoever makes it out of this one is going to have a great match with Sting. But
into the green now.
Looking at it, do we have a rainbow? Caesar. Does he roll with the green?
He's going to roll the punches in the green. Does he have it? Does he have the green? Into the possible rainbow. Let's see. Or is it just going to be something simple, something cool, something effective for JC? Just a double punch. All right.
That's cool and effective.
That's what he's looking for. Sends him back into red. Caesar switched off, or had the red earlier. He's trying to undercut.
The lights have been switching like crazy in this
Light
one
switching
as well,
like crazy.
KT. It's been nuts.
The self-ditto again, the 5.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable what's
this?
going on. Unbelievable.
What?
Caesar looking for it right here. Oh, he does it himself again! What's going on?
I have no words for this.
Oh, Caesar for Uno right here. Oh, no,
It's over. No.
Yeah,
That's it. That's Caesar.
Okay, got
he
it.
played the
Play
wild.
just-
Oh, he's got to
there
say,
you go.
okay. Could have called him out, right?
No, because no.
No.
Yeah, he
Well,
could have.
actually-
Oh,
was
wait, yeah,
double
he could have.
play.
No, he
No,
couldn't have because it wasn't.
no.
Oh.
It was
I
already
don't know.
played. It
I
was
thought he
already
could.
played,
I'm not
no.
going to lie.
No.
Okay.
It was already played.
Either way, I have
Well,
no numbers.
wait, no, because here's the
15
thing.
cards are numbers.
It played the +2. It didn't technically play the wild until he said the color.
Right,
Yeah,
I
So
was
he would have
thinking.
been
that's
at
why.
1.
I didn't see no exclamation point. I didn't see no exclamation. That's what I was looking at.
I think he could have called him out.
Yeah, that's
If
what I
he
was
would have
thinking.
gotten it in time.
That'll be one of the great mysteries, but
I
the
didn't
game
think
is
of
over.
that. Yep.
Interesting to say the least, then, I guess.
Yeah,
Interesting to say the least.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying,
so
Caesar. Yeah,
going
that's
to
what I'm
Cesar,
saying.
no, I cannot call it out. Either way,
Okay.
I
Interesting
gotta
ruling.
say,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
yeah, that's the GG.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh,
play
What a
whatever.
series, man.
Doesn't
What a
matter.
series.
I mean, it'd be an interesting thing to test.
Yeah. Well,
KT, you know what we gotta do at some point, because I'm curious and I want to see. But we'd have to get to that point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's like a 1 in a billion type moment right there. I don't even know what to think.
If nothing else, I'd like to know on that just for a future broadcast.
that's yeah.
And this was definitely a much harder fight than I'm used to.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
it's
could tell that.
hard.
Like the thing is that when I play against people, I can tell they're not making the best moves for the cards I think they
Oh,
have.
here's from Ghost. Call out doesn't trigger until the entire combo goes through, so the call out will not work.
Yeah,
So
so
the
it was
call out
GG.
doesn't go through because the combo has not been completely played.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, I could tell that Cesar was making the best plays. The thing is, I could exploit that to like know what he has. I don't think I capitalized on it that much this last game, which you know, maybe some of the switches might have been a bit questionable in retrospect. But I mean, I had an all number card, all number hand, so I had I had to do what I could have done.
All right, let's go to Caesar, the winning man here. Caesar, what a big win, man. You just talked about this a little bit earlier today. It was straight up Elite 8 or bust. You're moving on to that Sweet 16, or Sandy 16, as we like to call it here in Aquatic April. Thoughts on playing Stingray? You know, ironically, this is crazy, Caesar. You're going to get a retro type again, because Stingray is not one for playing compose. He's one for the classics of mind games, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. He's one to play Sting operations. So talk to me a little bit about that. Sanford, thoughts on Stingray Caesar, and Caesar will control the region for sure now.
Well, it's the matchup I predicted. I think I actually had this entire region correct, too, ironically enough. The only thing I didn't get right was I didn't have Tapir's number of games correct. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, Caesar has home field throughout now in this region, up to the Final Four, if he keeps winning. So he's got that going for him. I don't know if the early power play will work for him in the best of 9. It's going to be interesting to see how people want to try and balance that out when you have 2 extra games with still only having 1 power play. But I'm intrigued to see it. It's basically Actually, I mean, you have La Carnival versus
The
Vegas, or well, not Vegas, sorry, Reno, but still Nevada. I mean,
Gambler.
Nevada's a party capital in its own right.
Carnival versus the Gambler. That's gonna be an interesting one. Short. You look at Caesar. He just basically said, "I'm used to the retro antics. Bring him on." I mean, he's one of those cold stone killers. I'm not surprised Caesar's ready for anything. He's one of the most disciplined and one of the more classic players in this league for sure. Any final thoughts on this match? And so we're gonna definitely sign off early as we are tired.
Oh yeah, we are exhausted. It was a great effort by both. I mean, Caesar said H had him on his toes, and he definitely looked the part tonight. This is probably the best series out of the. I mean, unless you think the upsets in their own right were better than a 7-game set, but this by far I think it was the best series I've watched in this region in this round. Great stuff from both. And now
Definitely up
it's
there.
and now this region runs through Julio Cesar, the 4 seed. He's got a 9 seed, and on the other side you got a 7 versus 14. So it's gonna be an interesting region, see who comes out of it. But he's got the advantage through the rest of that round. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna find out for sure. And for H, it's a tough loss, and we'll see how he bounces back in T3. Let's go quickly over to that schedule, the final schedule of the day, which will be just the. I think I might have messed up. The final schedule, obviously, it's going to say just for Chomik takes care of business 4-2 over Sanford. Then Caesar gets the 4-3 win. And we'll go over to the pod, and then I'll manually say the schedule, of course, tomorrow. Stingray versus Caesar. It's 4-1 Stingray. Last night takes care of JT, and the 12 CH is gone. In a classic Game 7 for J. Caesar, getting it done over the 4/9. Big win. Huge momentum for him. Can he get it done and potentially make that Elite 8? Or that Echo Way, as we call it. Tomorrow, 3 games, and it's the 2 Bi-Island players are back in business. It's the Boss versus Zach at 2 o'clock. And then our interesting game, I would say I call it the most interesting game of the day. Can Monkey control the region in the Salmon region versus M? Oh boy, what a match that's going to be at 5:30. And then our last game of the round, it seems like Ashley's got one for the finales because she was the last game of the last round of the first round. I believe the second round of the and then the lead and the Elite 8 too. So she really has the thing for the classics at the end. We'll find out if she wins that game. To note, if she wins and MGR loses, Ghost will win your sophomore class, since considering H just lost. So it comes down to MGR versus Ghost for sophomores. And if I guess Art and myself, if I don't win against Zach, Art will take care of Legends. We could just have 2 classes locked up tomorrow with Vets as well. If Monkey wins, he could potentially. We got 3 classes locked. A lot of big day implications for class championships. We'll see how that goes and turns out. For Charles Sanford is my table log ref tonight. Appreciate him. Short as EP and Yoshi for coming in with some color commentary. For Ghost, James Ellison. I know Chomik was in here briefly. I know Eli was on stream and Nam as well. Thank you so much. We once again congratulate our 2 chefs in the kitchen. Short. I keep saying it. H and Caesar. It's been a long night. We once again congratulate H and Caesar, our 2 chefs in the kitchen. But it was Master Chef Caesar, truly the Brazilian you-know-what, taking care of business, as we'll see him back in business in your Sandy 16. We're signing off. We'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 on stream with M and Monkey with KT. Peace.